previous class, we discussed about refraction at plane surfaces. In this session, we discuss about refraction of light at curved surfaces. In this lesson, first we have to know what is lens. Lens. A lens is formed when a transparent material bounded by two surfaces of which one or both surfaces are spherical. This is the definition of lens. And in this lesson, we have to know what is focus, what is focal length, what is center of curvature, what is pole, what are optical center. Then we have to see now. What is center of curvature? The center of sphere which contains the part of curved surface is called center of curvature. And what is pole or optical center? Pole is also called as optical center. The midpoint of a thin lens is called polar optical center. And what is principal axis? The line which joins the center of the curvature and the pole is called principal axis. Already we know it. And what is focus? The point where refracted rays converge or the point from which refracted rays appears to diverge is called focal point or focus. And what is focal length? The distance between pole and focus is called focal length. What is focal plane? What is focal plane? A plane which is perpendicular to principal axis at the focus is called focal plane. And another one, what is radius of curvature? The distance between the center of curvature and curved surface is called radius of curvature. It is denoted by R. What are paraxial rays? Which the rays which moves very close to the principal axis, which can be treated as parallel, are called paraxial rays. And one more application question. A man wants to get a picture of a zebra. He photographed a white donkey after fitting a glass with black stripes on the lens of his camera. What photo will he get? Explain this. We see this. Photographer will get a picture of white donkey. This is because the reflected light from the donkey enters the lens of the camera through the opening of the stripes and forms the full image. Since some of rays are blocked the image, we will be slightly dull. This is the reason behind that. And if a white sheet of a paper is stained with oil, the paper turns transparent. Why? The oil connects the fibers in the paper with a liquid which can transmit by refraction the light that falls upon it. As a result, the paper stained with oil is turned transparent. And how do we represent a convex lens and concave lens? Convex lens is represented with a symbol like this, and concave lens is represented with a symbol we write as like this. And already frequently we know this. Can a virtual image be photographed by a camera? Yes, a virtual image can be photographed by a camera. And we have aware on draw the ray diagrams. It is the best important one in this lesson. Draw the refracted ray given below diagram. We have this diagram in question part. and we get the answer like this. And a convex lens is made up of 3 different materials as shown in the figure. How many images does it form? This is the figure. A convex lens is made up of 3 different materials. How many images does it form? The given convex is made up of 3 different materials. So it has 3 refractive indices. We know that. So it forms 3 images. Now we solve a problem. Given problem is the focal length of converging lens is 20 centimeters. An object is placed at 60 centimeters from the lens. Where the image will be formed and what kind of image is? We are asked here characteristics of image and given focal length of the converging lens and V value, that means distance of the image. Then we have to find characteristics of image and distance of the image also. First we have to write data of the problem. First, small f, that means focal length equal to 20 centimeters, and u, that means object distance equal to 60 centimeters. Then we find v, distance of the image from the lens. Now we take lens formula to find this. 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. This is the lens formula. According to sign convention, here u is negative. U means u taken as negative. U means distance of the object. Then apply the values in formula. 1 by f equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. We have to write as like this. 1 by f equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Then 1 by v equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. And 1 by v equal to 1 by focal length value we have 20 centimeters. 1 by 20 minus 1 by 60. Object distance 60. That equal to 3 minus 1 by 60. That equal to 2 by 60. V value, then we get V value 30 centimeters. And the characteristics of the image is real, inverted and formed other side of the lens. This is important problem from 2 marks question. Very important one. And I am going to next one. Suppose you are inside the water in a swimming pool near an edge. Your friend is standing on the other edge. Do you find your friend is taller or shorter than his usual height? Students, once we recall. Suppose you are inside the water in a swimming pool near an edge. Your friend is standing on the other edge. Do you find your friend is taller or shorter than his usual height? Then your friend appears to be taller. Your friend appears to be taller. This is due to the light rays bend towards the normal when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium. Here rarer medium is air, denser medium is water. That's why light rays bend towards the normal. That's why your friend appears to be taller. And I am going to next one. Distinguish between convex lens and concave lens. That means write differences between convex lens and concave lens. First, we have to write like this table. One side of the table, characteristics of the convex lens, and other side of the table, characteristics of the concave lens. We know very well convex lens is thick at middle and thin at edges, and concave lens is thin at middle and thick at edges. And the symbol of a convex lens is right like this, and the symbol of a concave lens is right like this. Convex lens also known as converging lens, and concave lens also known as diverging lens. Concave lens is used to treat hypermetropia, and concave lens is used to treat myopia. This hypermetropia and myopia concepts we will be discussed in next class. And next one, how does an air bubble inside the water behaves? Give the reason. Inside the water, how does the air bubble behaves? What is the reason behind that? Air bubble has a spherical surface. Already we know. We observed frequently. Air bubble has spherical surface and is surrounded by water of higher refractive index. When light passes from water to air, it gets diverged. So air bubble behaves like a concave lens. It behaves like a air bubble concave lens. This is one more important question. And another one, how the focal length of convex lens changes when violet light is used instead of red light. We know that the focal length of a lens 1 by f equal to n minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. That means f is directly proportional to 1 by n minus 1, and refractive index n is directly proportional to 1 by lambda. Lambda means wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by lambda. Wavelength of violet is less than that of red. Focal length of violet is less than that of red. Then the focal length of the lens with respect violet decreases. And I am going to next question. Why a lemon appears bigger inside a glass of water compared to in air? Best example already we studied in previous lesson. When light from the edges of the lemon travel from water to air, it bends away from the normal, and hence lemon appears bulked. In essay questions, draw the ray diagrams of convex lens in different positions. We have placed at different positions. Then we have to draw the ray diagrams of the convex lens. In 4 marks question, this is the one of the most important one. Now I start with the question. Draw the ray diagrams of convex lens for the following and describe the nature of images. In first case, when the object is beyond 2f2. In first case, object is beyond 2f2. Characteristics of image are: image is real, inverted and diminished. In this case, formed the image. This image characteristics are: when we keep the object beyond the 2f2, we get the image real, inverted and diminished. And second case, when the object is at 2f2, when we get the image is real, inverted and same size of the object. And in third case, when the object is between 2f2 and f2, when we get the image is real, inverted and enlarged. We have to observe clearly here, when we keep the object between 2f2 and f2, when we get the enlarged image and real, inverted also. This is the third case. And in fourth case, when the object is between f2 and optic center, characteristics of image is magnified image and virtual image and same side of the object. The image formed same side of the object and magnified virtual image will be formed in this case. What is the fourth case? When the object is between f2 and optic center, characteristics of the image is magnified virtual image and it will be formed same side of the object. Students, next observe this question. State the type of lens used as a magnifying glass. Draw a ray diagram to show the image of the object is magnified. Here we take a single convex lens is used as a magnifying glass. Convex lens is used as a magnifying glass. When the object kept between the focus and optical center, between P and F of the lens, a virtual, erect, magnified image of the object is formed. At focus, as shown, and convex lens is acts as a magnifying glass. And next one, and observe the figure. First, you have to observe this figure. If the object is placed at 2f1, in this figure, first we kept the object between f1 and 2f1. In case we change the position, object is placed at 2f1. Does the place of image change? Then draw a ray diagram showing the place of, for this case. If we have to move the or change the position of the object from that place. No. In the case of concave lens, the position of the image does not change with respect to the position of the object. We have cleared that. Here we get concave lens. We observe, we use concave lens. In this case, position of the image does not change. And next, some important bits. On what factors does focal length of a lens depend? Focal length of the lens depends on nature of the material of lens, nature of the surrounding medium and wavelength of the incident light. Next one, which lens is called as converging lens? We know that convex lens is called as converging lens and also concave lens also called as diverging lens. Another one, which lens is used in microscope? Convex lens is used in microscope. Already we repeat this question. Can you photograph a virtual image? Yes, we can capture the virtual image. Which lens is thin at middle and thick at edges? Concave lens. And what are called the parallel near to the principal axis? Answer is paraxial rays. Already we discussed in 2 marks question. Which type of image we can see without screen? Virtual image. Already we know very well. How does behaves when air bubble in water? Diverging lens. Air bubble behaves like as diverging lens. It kept in water. Next one. In the following figure, AB incident ray, BC is refracted ray. Then which type of lens is that? Observe this ray diagram. In this, AB is incident ray, BC is refracted ray. Then which type of lens is this? We know that, simply write, this is the concave lens. And which lens always forms virtual image? Concave lens, which is not useful for making lens of the following. I am giving 4 type of material here: water, glass, plastic and clay. Which one is not useful for making lens? We know that clay is not useful for making lens. Why? Because it's not transparent. And which lens can form both real and virtual images? Which lens can form both real and virtual images? Convex lens forms both real and virtual images. Which image we can see with our eyes? Here we observe virtual image. We can see with our eyes, naked eyes, virtual image. That means in the mirror we observe our image daily. This is virtual image. Okay. Which image forms on retina? Answer is real image. Students, observe this small tabular form. Focal length of lens A given plus 20 centimeters and focal length of lens B given minus 15 centimeters. From this table, one question: identify the convex lens from above table. That is, answer is A. That means positive value. Simple question. And last but not least one, what is important characteristic of a substance to make a lens? Okay. That is transparent. Transparent nature is most important to make a lens.